Hey, what up, gang? Boo617, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna do a little review on my new Canik Mete SFT. Let's do it. All right, first things first. Let's get to it. What comes in the box? Let's flip this over and find out. So you got the pistol itself with the holster. Put that to the side and go over the content of the box. So you get two magazines, a couple plates for the optic. Although it comes with two mags, one is an 18 rounder, the other one's also an 18 rounder, but because it has this extension, it's a 2 rounder, so a total of 20, so 20 and 18. You would think, but because I live in Massachusetts, they restrict the capacity in magazines, so I could only have up to 10. So these are blocked on the inside, so even though they're made to be a 18 and a 20, they're not. I did purchase an extra one that only has 10 holes to witness, 10 witness holes, because it's completely blocked. This one, like, these are blocked from the store that I bought the gun from. They came factory ready to go at 18 and 20. This one, it has these divots that completely prevent it from going over 10. Thank you, Massachusetts. Appreciate that. And then over here, you know, instructions and things like that. We got a cleaning kit, which is, I think, is awesome. So you got the brush, got the little rod to put the little pads in, so you could scrub the dirty things out. The dirty things, you hear that? Got a back strap, extra back strap to make it a little bit thicker for your grip, depending on your hand size. Has a punch, and literally, they say that with everything you have here, with the tools you have here, you could take this gun completely apart. So this is the punch. It's very, very heavy duty. I like that. And then you have other tools in here, which is very unique for a company to do something like this. So in here, you have a bunch of little bits that go on the gun itself, on the little pistol, and you can unscrew things. For example, the optics. Also comes with a bunch of screws for the optics. It does say in the instructions not to use anything but the screws that your gun comes with, and not the screws that your optics does. So something to keep in mind when you do, and if you do get an optic for it. But that's awesome. Like, this is, I like that. It's creative. Comes with a max speed loader, so you could load your bullets a lot quicker into your magazine. So you get all that. The pistol, a holster for a fraction of the price of most guns out there. I think that this is a great value. Let's get into the gun. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that this is completely unloaded. There is no ammo, nothing in the pistol. All right, so we have the Canik Mete SFT, and yes, is Mete. That's how they pronounce it. Mete, not meaty, not meat. No, Mete, Mete. Now, if you're Latin like I am, I'm Puerto Rican. If you read that in Spanish, it's Mete. It's kind of funny because, you know, esta pistola sí que le mete. I mean, if you're Spanish, you get what I'm saying. Anyways, we will digress. The feel of the pistol itself, I love it. I mean, it's a full-size pistol coming from my Hellcat, which is a Micro 9, Micro subcompact. And this is a full-size. So obviously, there's going to be big differences between the two. Nonetheless, let's get into this one, though. So, a few things that I can point out that I kind of did with the Mete compared to the the TP9 models is they made sure that they flared out this way more, so the mag well is completely flared out. Even this is, I mean, this is an extension that comes with it, and I already have it on. So basically you slide it in, screw it in here, and then it makes it wider. But you take this off and it's still flared. One thing that I could tell you different is that they made these two align very well. So something that I seen in the TP9 is that when you would put this extended mag well, when you try to put it in, the mag in, it would get stuck because it wasn't completely flush. With the Mete, it's a cheat code, I'm telling you at that point. What does everybody talk about when they're talking about the Canik? This trigger, I mean, it's completely amazing. It does have the safety, so as you can see, if I try to pull it, it won't, unless I have the whole finger in there. That prevents from unintentional shooting if it falls and things like that. Anyways, so everybody talks about the Canik trigger because out of the box is the best, right? And let me show you what I mean. A little bit of take up, as you would expect from a striker fire, right? So you hit this nothing there, then you hit a wall, a little bit more, boom. That is the defining wall where it breaks. Then you pull, and it's super crisp, right? That's not the amazing part. Even though as good as that is, look at this reset. Like, that's ridiculous. Look at that. Again. Ready, set, and reset. I mean, that's ridiculous. And that's what everyone talks about. The shooting experience of that trigger is just amazing out of the box. The grip itself, they updated from the TP9s. These are more laser engraved, laser sketched. It does have still the pyramids in the back, but the TP9 had the pyramids in the front. This is all around with the laser. Let's talk about the slide release really quick. It is ambi. One thing I will tell you that at first I was a little confused. I thought that the gun might have been messed up. Is once it's open, right? It's very hard. You have to really put some strength for it to release, unless you cock back and do that. The reason is because there's no ammo. When there's ammo in here and it's like this locked in place, it's real loose. So you hit it and boom, it locks into place. Okay, remember that. It does come optic ready. I got the cutout. Now, for it being a full-size gun, you can only attach a compact optic to it, a compact red dot. Reason being, don't really know, but what I'm guessing is, you see this, how it tapers in. It's a lot thinner than a Glock, where it's completely like blocky. I'm guessing that, but they do sell some plates that you could put it, and then you could put whatever optic you want. The problem, let me tell you this right now, the problem with that is, for myself, in my opinion, and what I like, for my personal preference, I like to co-witness the iron sights. So that's why I ordered a Halosun 507K to go on here, so it could co-witness these iron sights. Now that we're talking about the iron sights, they're metal. They're white dots. This one is, this dot is a lot more bigger than these two in the back, even though I would have rather it be fiber optics and maybe blacked out here, but that's something I could do myself. I'll probably just black these out and buy fiber optic glow in the dark front sight. A few things that they did, again, different than the TP9 that they've been listening to the complaints of the people, is this here, this duckbill. Even though I don't have anything TP9 to compare it to, but the TP9 was thick right here, a lot thicker. What they did, they cut it in so that it fits better into your hand. A lot of people were saying that because it was thick, it was digging into their knuckles, but they did a great job with that. They also did this double indentation here so that you can get your hand nice and tucked into the gun. Got the ridges in the front too. There's some people that like to hold it. I don't, but it got these grips on both sides. I personally love that because I really do use them when I got my finger out and then I put my thumb here, and that's, you know what I'm saying, hold the gun nice and steady. I love that. I personally love that. To take the gun apart for like a quick cleaning is, if you're a Glock guy, it's just like the Glock. So you pull back a little bit. You see this little indentation right here, this little hole. Pull back a little bit, right? We're gonna grab, there's one on each side. So you're gonna grab both at the same time. You're gonna pull down, let it go. And then I like to do that, I don't know why, but you could just push it forward and it comes right out. Then just wiggle it out and it comes right out. Different than the Glock, because if you know anything about Glocks, that you can put the slide from all the way down here and it slides in. No, you have to line it up with this. That lines up with that, and then you can slide it back into place. But as you can see, it's super easy. Having this full-size gun with this full-size rail, you could put any accessory pretty much in the market with it, on it rather. I'm actually in the market. I'm gonna order the Streamlight TLR 1. I like the size of it. If you see my previous videos with my Hellcat, you know that the Streamlight that I have on it, it's flush to the to the gun itself is flush. But I want this one to be a little bit more sticking out. The reason is because I've been doing a lot of research on guns and things like that in the military, and the reason that people or the military or police use the flashlights out here is because if they're in duty and they have to use their gun and they're in close quarters, if you put the gun against a body, for example, by mistake, right there is out of battery. That's out of battery. But if you have a flashlight that's sticking out, you could hit somebody, or it could stick out and the gun will always be ready to go. That's coming soon. I'll be doing a video on the install the install and the review on the light, install and review on the optic. Anything else I do to it, I'll make sure to post a video and review on it. But let me tell you, this is butter smooth. I love the way that these they're spring loaded. They shoot right out at you. Oh man. And the way it goes in, it's so butter smooth. I love it. Beautiful gun. It's a beautiful gun. All right, guys. So that was a quick review and rundown on the Mete SFT. I personally love this gun. I'm gonna be shooting a few videos at the range and things like that. I'm gonna compare a full-size Canik to the Springfield Hellcat, which is a micro subcompact, in shooting and how it feels in your hand and things like that, and smoothness. I know I missed a lot of things. The barrel's 4.5 inches long. I mean, these are all specs that you can look up on Google. But if you have any questions on it, feel free to let me know. Canik Mete SFT, Boo 617. Yeah.